This is like crazy for me. What is up, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is going to be about the healing process, things that I've learned. If you don't know, it's not recently, it's been half a year already. I've been out of a relationship. The healing process for me was hard. I'm just gonna be giving you ways to heal, just tips on how to become a better you. It took me 4 to 5 months to heal fully. Everyone's timing is differently, but in front of me I have my laptop, so I'm like looking at it. So if I'm looking down, that's what's going on. 10 ways to heal, and I wrote down 10 things you can do so you can take care of yourself. You can learn to let go, feel your feelings, shut out the world, surround yourself with those who love you, think more positive, forgiveness, setting boundaries, and do not settle. Number 1, taking care of yourself. When you're around someone for a certain amount of time, we tend to forget to take care of ourselves. It gets bad to the point where you're only constantly taking care of them, and we tend to forget to care for ourselves. So learning how to relove the things you were doing before is hard, yes, but you find the peace within yourself and just discovering a whole new person in general. You can also discover new hobbies. For me, the new hobbies I discovered was going to the gym, painting, self-care routines, meditation, and yoga. I do this like every single day of my life, and I couldn't be more happy with where I am. People are always asking like, how do you get in the gym? And people are like, get your heart broken. It's all about self-discipline, how much you want to work on yourself. And like I said, just don't sit around and pout. Write and reflect on the situation. I bought journals. I wrote in them. I've read books. Number 2, learning to let go. Yes. You know, as a Cancer, if you believe in horoscopes, I am the worst at letting things go. For me, it was hard letting go of the situation. I'm not even gonna lie. It's hard letting go of someone you were comfortable with, someone you were around every single day of your life, someone you were texting, someone you had this routine with. It's hard to let go of that. I think that's why it's important to take care of yourself. Understand that it happened. It happened for a reason. At the end of the day, people grow and change. Feel your feelings. Right when you get out of a relationship, it was definitely hard for me. First day it happened, I cried, of course. I felt fine after a few hours. I was like, you know what? Like, it's okay that happened. Like, it happened. Like, it's okay. It happened. Not me acting okay. Feel your feelings, like cry it out. Like, obviously you're not going to be better the next week, and that's what I took for granted. Like, the next week after, I was like, oh yeah, I'm healed, like I don't give a fuck. And just cry about it. It's okay. It's normal. Like, be mad about it, cry about it, do whatever you gotta do to move on from it. One thing I did do was like telling other people like, oh yeah, I moved on, like I'm good, like thank you next type of thing. Ariana Grande. Yeah. Like, emotions come and go. Your brain just, oh, memory. I'm like, bro, come on, brain. Go out with your friends. Understand what's happening though. Like, don't try to run away from your feelings type of thing. Number 4, taking your time. Some people move and heal faster from others, and that's completely okay. Don't go on that date or hang out with someone new just because you think you're healed. Taking your time with people, and honestly, if they don't want to take their time with you, then they're not the one. Most people like hop into a relationship after another one, which is completely fine. You can do that, whatever you want. But for me, I feel like you need to fully heal from someone before you hop into someone else, because that just messes up your mind, your emotions, their emotions. Truly care for that person, you wouldn't hurt them like that in the end. I feel like I've wasted plenty of people's times, especially mine, and I feel like I could have done better with that. Just to take the time with yourself to fully figure out what you want, and don't listen to what others have to say. Well, I did this thing where I would ask everyone questions about what I should do with my life, and they would all say, oh yeah, you should hang out with them, you should go on a date with them, you should text them, you should blah blah blah. And I was like, okay, maybe this will just solve all my world problems. Don't listen to what other people gotta say about your life, because at the end of the day, it's your life, not theirs. Number 5, shutting out the world. I wish I did this when I got my heart broken. You know, it's hard when you're in a well-known relationship for an amount of time Once people find out that you and them are no longer together, people are gonna want the tea. People are gonna want to know what's up. They'll be like,
oh my gosh, like, you deserve better, but like, tell me what happened.
Like, don't ask someone after a relationship what happened. Like, come on, bro. That's the last thing they want to talk about is what happened. There's always two sides to the story too. Like, two sides of the story. After breakup, everyone tends to post on social media or bash on the other person. I say do not do that. Do not bash on the person you once loved after a relationship. Like, first of all, I don't like that because it shows your insecurities. It shows what ego you had for that person and that love you had for that person. Your ego for yourself, I mean. And just the respect in general. Like, if you hated them that much, then why did you stick it out so long, you know? You will have nosy people, like I said, sliding up in your DMs, texting you, asking you what happened. People will say they're going to be there for you, but truthfully, no one's there for you. So limit what you tell others, and remember that there's always two sides of the story, like I said before. Wish them the best and just move on. Number 6, surround yourself with people who love you. This was a big thing for me because when you're out of a relationship, like I said before, people tend to say they care about you. And, you know, the ones you know who care about you are the ones who won't show up for you every day. You surround yourself with people who love you, like, you'll just forget about what's going on, like what happened. That's that. Surround people who love you. Think more positive is number 7. And I say that because it helps you move on faster. People are so quick to focus on negatives when they get out of a relationship. I was thinking more positive. I was like, okay, so now that this has happened, what can I do next for myself? Number 8, forgiveness. This is a big thing. It definitely does not come easy, even if the breakup wasn't mutual. It was hard for me to forgive, but once I fully healed, I totally forgave the situation. I understood that that's what I needed to do, is just forgive. It was hard because we have people constantly doubting you, bringing them up. I'm like, come on, bro, like, I want to hear about it. You don't need to physically tell them that you forgive them, but if you know in your heart that you do, then that's all that matters at the end of the day. You don't also need to just forgive them for hurting you. You need to forgive yourself. We tend to tell ourselves, like, oh, why did I do this for myself? Like, when I could have been doing this. Don't need to put that blame on yourself. Number 9, setting boundaries. And people are going to be like, why are you putting this in your healing process? Girl, set boundaries with yourself and with other people. Once you learn how to love yourself, you have a whole different respect level for yourself. So you can meet up with other people, but you do not have to hook up with them. Have self-respect for yourself. You're healing from a past relationship. You don't really need that at the end of the day. You're only going to dig yourself in a deeper hole, but you will be fine without that 11 o'clock text from them to meet up at 3 a.m. Get your full hours of sleep, a whole 8 freaking hours. Put yourself first at the end of the day. People will understand your boundaries, and you attract what you give out. Trust me, love will find you. You do not need to find love. Number 10, do not settle. This was a big one for me because after the healing process, you just want to like hop back into another one. Girl, don't settle. I almost settled, and that could have been the worst decision of my life. Don't settle for someone who's just going to give you the bare minimum either. Had that, did that. We don't want it anymore, girl. Like I said before, love will come for you when it comes. You don't need to find it. Story time. I almost settled for someone because someone wanted me to talk to them. So I was like, okay, let me talk to them. Let me see what's up. Most toxic thing I've ever done in my life. And don't hang out with someone if they're constantly giving you attention because that's what you want. I was literally hanging out with someone for months because they were giving me the attention. But I had to sit back with myself and be like, do you actually like them or do you like the attention they're giving you? Sit and think about what you really want for yourself. Do you want someone you had before? Or do you want someone who is better for the 2.0 you? The bad bitch. And this is the conclusion. Good things take time. Trust me, it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Don't listen to what anyone else has to say about the situation on your life. You know what your day-to-day life is, and you know what's best for you. Don't second guess yourself. Go discover new hobbies. And most importantly, go discover the new you. I hope this video was informational and helpful to anyone out there who is currently in the healing process. Just because I'm posting this video doesn't mean I am still stuck on the situation. I am not stuck on the situation. I've had this video planned out for months now, and I'm honestly blessed with the life I have now, so I'm glad that the situation happened. And until then, please make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Peace.